Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought it would be super fun if I kind of gave my thoughts and opinions on season 8 of Dance Moms, which premiered last night, because if you watched my last video, you know that Dance Moms is my all-time favorite TV show. So I just thought I would give my thoughts and opinions. Now, I do want to say that I am not a dance expert. I'm not a dancer, not a dance teacher. These are just my thoughts and opinions. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. You might think the complete opposite of me. That's a-okay. No harm, no foul. So yeah, but before we jump into the video, I do want to say I think I've come up with what my upload schedule is going to be. I really wanted to try to upload 3 times a week, and I know that this week I have uploaded 3 times, but I don't want to set myself up with unrealistic expectations because I did just start this. So I think I'm going to start out with 2 days a week. I think right now that'd be better, just as I kind of get a feel for everything, get my feet wet a little bit. So for right now, I'm going to be posting videos every Saturday and every Wednesday. If I want to throw a 3rd video in there, then I will. But for right now, you can always expect to find a video from me every Saturday and Wednesday. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe down below so you don't miss the next time that I post. With that being said, let's just jump right into the video. Dance Moms Season 8. It hurts me to say this, but I just was not a fan. I just was not feeling it. I watched all 3 hours of it because, you know, they did Abby's special, then they did 2 episodes, and I watched all of it, which was exhausting to sit through. It's just mentally like so much to sit through. I will say that Abby's special was very sad, and I would never wish what she had to go through on anyone at all. I think she's very strong for making it through that. She's a trooper, and all the more power to her for getting right back into work, because I know if I went through something like that, the last thing on my mind would be working. So that just shows that, you know, this is really something that she's passionate about, which I knew that, you know, even if we don't all agree in the ways that she goes about it, we all knew that she cared about what she does. But something was missing from season 8 of Dance Moms. You know, it's just, the bringing in a whole new team is so difficult because everyone is comparing it to the old team. How can you not, when that was the team that ran this show for 7 years? You know, the other girls, they had a real friendship. They had, you know, this great relationship among each other, which made it so much better to watch. You know, they cared about each other. You know, did they want to win? Yeah, absolutely. But like, not as much as I feel like these kids want to. Like, these kids, they don't care about the person standing next to them. They don't know them. You know, they'll wrap up filming and they'll fly home to their various different states across the country. Whereas the original team, for the most part, now I will say in the later season, they did bring in a lot more people than their actual team. But in the first few seasons, you know, when the season wrapped up, they still saw each other at the dance studio. They still went over to each other's houses and did this, that, and the other. Like, they were actual friends, and that, to me, made the show so much better to watch. And the same thing with the moms. The original moms might have fought like heck, but, you know, the same thing with the girls. At the end of the day, they did care about each other, you know, to a certain extent, some more than others, but still. These moms, they don't care. They are cutthroat as cutthroat can get. Like, y'all thought Melissa was bad, and I'm not meaning this to shade Melissa. I love all the original team, as I said, but I know everyone Melissa got a lot of hate from everyone saying how cutthroat she was. These people make Melissa look like a saint. Like, it's just not as enjoyable to watch because you can tell they don't care about each other, and you can tell that they've never danced together. You know, it just doesn't like flow as well as a team, in my opinion. And I think that it worked better when then they had this like real connection with each other. Now, yes, in the later seasons they did start bringing more people in, but the thing about it is, by the time they brought people in, even the other new people had been on the show long enough that they bonded with everyone else, you know, and they had bonded with the audience. There was enough time for all of that. There's no time for these people to make a bond because they're all new. You know, there's no, Nia's not there, Kendall's not there, Maddie, Mackenzie, none of them are there to like keep you watching. And I think that's what this show is like. It's all new people. There's no one to like fall back on. There's no one, I don't even know how to like put my thoughts into words about it because it's just not the same. It's just not. These moms and kids are so cutthroat, and it is so obvious that they're like this. And I think that they are trying way too hard, the moms especially. There's my dog. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, come here. Come here, Sarah. Anyways, I think that the moms are trying way too hard to like be like the OG moms, you know, arguing this, that, the other. They're trying way too hard, and it is blatantly obvious how hard they're trying to like be this person. And like, it's so annoying. Like, chill out, because I don't even remember what your name is for you to be acting like this, okay? You're really getting on my nerves. Sorry, I have my laptop and I just want to make sure I pulled up what I want, like what I remember to talk about. I think that the moms are trying way incredibly too hard, and it is infuriating. It is so annoying, and they all think way too highly of their kids. One mom in particular. I just like was not happy. I was watching this and I was like, for some reason, getting angry watching it because it was so annoying to me. Like, really, like, stop. Just stop. I am not a fan of it. I'm just gonna say it flat out. Like, it's just so unauthentic, you know? The kids, they don't care about the next, you know? Having the kids in the interviews with their parents, I don't like that. Like, I think it's okay every once in a while, but like, I don't like that, because I feel like it's making the kids say rude things about the other kids. And I know that there were times in the original show that the kids said rude things about the other, but like, this was like something different. It hit me differently coming from these kids. Like, it was just, I don't know. There's no connection between the kids, like I said, when they dance. It's just hard to watch. And another thing, the camera angles when they're dancing, that was just too much going on for me. I did not like it. Like, going behind them and trying to make it look all fancy schmancy. Sure, it looks fancy. For me, it took away from the dancing. The way that they edited, the way that the kids were dancing. It really did. It just, like, I could not even focus on the dance because the camera angles and all this, it was just too much going on. I think the way they edited the dance in the past was fine. This was just, like, trying too hard to be fancy. Just like the moms. Just like my opinion on the editing. I know some people were saying that they liked the way that the show was edited, but personally speaking, I just was not a big fan of it. I like that Lily is back. I always liked Lily. Her mom last night was a little crazy, but I do understand also where she was coming from to a certain extent. Now, I think that she was being really harsh and took some stuff way overboard than she should have, but Lily was the only returning member, and people should respect that. I mean, they obviously respect the show and the foundation that the show built for these kids. So I think that they should respect Lily, and I think that they should be happy that they have someone there that's been through the ropes with Abby, has seen the worst and the best of Abby. And I think that they should love that they have someone there that they can take advice from, you know? I do like her. I liked her when she was on the mini team. Nothing really more to be said about that. My current fave right now is Sarah. I'm not really even sure why, but I just felt like her. She seemed the most real to me, and she didn't seem like one that was gonna stab the next person in the back to get whatever she wants. Now, it is just the first couple of episodes, and I know that they edit people in certain ways, but currently I did like Sarah. She left a good impression on me. Savannah, she did really good. Her Metamorphosis solo was really good, but hello, I know we all remember when Brooke did a Metamorphosis solo. We're not gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and she had the little butterfly makeup and all that. Like, she didn't have the butterfly wings like Savannah did. But don't act like we forgot about Brooke's Metamorphosis solo, because we did not. She didn't really leave an impact on me. She's a really good dancer. They're all really good dancers, as they should be. She auditioned the best of the best in the country. Obviously, we all know they're good dancers. Nothing really needs to be said about that. Hannah, she didn't really leave an impact on me either. I felt for her. I felt she was having a hard time maybe adjusting to the whole thing. I know everyone was saying that her mom is absolutely crazy, which I thought, I mean, I don't know, because we all know the show edits people in certain ways, and you know, that's got to be such a new way of living. Like, it's got to be an adjustment to be on the show. Like, it's got to be. It's stressful, I'm sure, and I think everyone handle stress in a different way, and I think that as the season progresses, her mom hopefully will calm down. But like, I think we're being too hard on her too soon. Everyone's saying they gave Dee Dee Blanchard vibes from her or something, because Hannah would never talk in her interviews and her mom had to tell her what to say or talk for her. But also for Hannah, it might be really hard for her to adjust to this, and she might be nervous, and she might also be stressed out. Abby was telling her she's the weakest link. That's got to be stressful on a kid, and she really might just be shy. I mean, I know as a kid I was shy, and it's hard to just sit there and talk, and it's got to be hard, you know. We don't live through it. We don't know what it's actually really like, but we don't want to, you know, I don't know. If she's like this the whole season, then yes, I'll be like, okay. But I mean, it was just the first couple of episodes, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I mean, honestly, Hannah and her mom were not the ones that got on my nerves the most. I have one that I like least than them, okay? We'll get to her. We'll get to them. Brady, really good dancer. I like the dynamic of bringing a guy onto the team. I think that'd be interesting to see how that all plays out. He didn't really leave an impact on me. I feel like he didn't really get much screen time talking. In the interviews, it was funny when he said that all the moms needed to go get a drink or something like that. That was funny. But other than that, like overall, he didn't leave this big impression on me, but he's very talented. Presley didn't even really leave an impact on me either, honestly. She just didn't. She seems alright, I guess. I didn't really get a good impact from her. I hope I've gone through everybody. Who I so far do not like is, how do you even say her name? Janina and her mom. I feel like, but then again, I don't want to be too fast to pass judgment because like I said about Hannah and her mom, the editing, but just the way they portrayed it, I just wasn't a very good fan. I can't even talk today. I wasn't a very big fan of her and her mom, and just the way that they talked in their interview, talking about how, you know, Janina's done this, that, the third, you know, talking about how she got a check from Nickelodeon and all this stuff. Like, I get being proud of your kid for her accomplishments. I get that. But to sit in an interview and be like, fact, like, okay, like, honestly, you're on Dance Moms with the rest of the team. That's a great opportunity to be on Dance Moms. It's great that you've done this whole resume of activities. That's great. But, like, I feel like the way that they showed it to the audience seemed a little snotty, I guess. But like I said, it is super early in the show, and that could very well be just the way the show edits it, you know. So I want to wait and see if that's how they actually are, because it really could just be them getting edited that way, give the audience someone not to like. I don't want to be too harsh and too fast to pass judgment, because come the end of the season, she might be my favorite, you know. Her and her mom might be my favorites. It's just too soon to tell, I guess. But just off of first impressions, that's kind of the first impression that I got from them. One person I am not looking forward to seeing come back is Yolanda. I like Eliana. I think she's a very talented little girl. I enjoyed watching her on the regular season. Cannot stand her mother. Cannot stand Yolanda. Absolutely cannot stand Yolanda. I am not looking forward to her coming back on the show. And I do think that Eliana is really, like, at a place to where she doesn't really need to be on Dance Moms. I think that she has a lot of other opportunities, and I think she's a great ballroom dancer from what I've seen. So I saw that she doesn't stay on but for a few episodes, and that's probably for the best one, because I cannot stand Yolanda. Also because I think Ellie probably has a few better opportunities where she can do more professional jobs rather than being on a reality show. So yeah, so far that's all my thoughts. The dances, none of the dances stuck with me. The two trios, the devil one, I like the clown one better, even though it was kind of like not as together as the devil one and it didn't win. I like the clown one better personally. And then the two group dances, I don't remember what either one of them were called. The camera angles were just too much. It was too much going on, but I really don't remember. Neither of the dances stuck with me, so I couldn't even tell you which one I liked better. I won't even lie to you. I mean, they're good dancers, but they don't, like, stick with me like the other group dances did. Like, from the original shows, I could pop off what my favorite group dances were, but, like, this, I don't even remember what these two were called, and I watched it, like, not even 12 hours ago. So, yeah, hopefully as the show progresses, you know, they build a better bond as a team, and the dances flow a little bit better, and they actually start to care for each other rather than just being completely out for themselves 100%. And hopefully these moms settle down, because they were about on my last freaking nerves last night. Overall, it's just not really sticking with me well, and I still stand by what I said in my last video. I do not think that it is going to be as successful as the original Dance Moms was, and I stick to that statement wholeheartedly. I wasn't a big fan, but I do think I'll watch it for a couple more weeks just to see, because, you know, this is something new for all of them except for Abby and Gianna, who had been doing this for 7 years, or 8 years, however many years, whatever. So I do think that I will watch it for a few more weeks just to kind of see how things go. But if it keeps going at the pace it's at, I don't think I'm going to continue to watch it. And that's very sad for me, because I love Dance Moms, and though I kind of knew this wasn't going to be that great, I still kind of hoped it would be good. So I guess we'll just see. Hopefully the moms calm down, because if they don't, they're going to get on my nerves to the point where I don't even want to watch it anymore. So yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe down below. Comment what you thought about Dance Moms Season 8 if you watched it. Tell me what you agree with that I said, what you disagree with. Like I said, take my opinions with a grain of salt, because it is just my opinion at the end of the day. And like I said, I do think that all the girls are very talented, and I do not mean to make this video to take away from that. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye!